Good morning student, myself Pankaj Kumar and welcome to my class. Today we are going to start chapter 1 computer storage and memory device. In this chapter we will discuss internal and external memory, data storage unit, primary and secondary storage devices. So first, introduction. We are moving through an age wherein every sphere of our life is influenced by computers. There is hardly any that is left untouched by computer. Okay, you know very well today computer became a basic necessity of human being. Almost everywhere today we are using computers, whether it is home, office, school, railway, airport, etc. Almost everywhere we are using computer because it makes our work easier. Okay. Now computer and electronic machine. Children, you have come across various machines that makes our work easier. Apart from computer, you might have used various machine like washing machine, toaster machine, sewing machine. Okay, these makes our work easier. Okay, and each machine is given some raw material, or in other words we can say each machine needs input from the user. Okay, and it goes under some process to produce useful result. If you see the example of washing machine, it needs dirty clothes as a input. Okay, after that this machine will do the process according to the user instruction. Okay, after that it will give washed cloth, and washed cloth is here output of this machine. Okay, so each machine is given some raw material and it goes under some process. Okay, so every machine needs some input. Okay, to produce useful result. Okay, similarly computer is an electronic machine. It also takes unprocessed fact and figure is called data. Okay, so computer also a machine. It also takes input from the user and accordingly a computer gives the output. Okay, data is further processed to give a meaningful result. Data is further processed to give a meaningful result called information. Okay, so for computer also, first we need data, then processing will be done, then we'll get the output or result. Okay, so this is the process of computer. Suppose you want to add two numbers. Suppose you are using calculator in computer. You are using calculator in computer. Okay, and you want to find addition of two number. For that you need to give two number like 4, then one symbol, addition symbol, then another number 6. Okay, so this is what? This is data. Okay, this is data which you are giving to the calculator application in computer. Okay, after that you will get the result 10. Okay, so this is input, processing will be done in computer, then you will get the output on the computer screen. Okay, input can be given with the help of keyboard, mouse, etc. Okay, and output you can see on the monitor. Clear to you? So this is the process. The components of data processing can be summarized as data. Data, it is a collection. Now what is data? It is a collection of facts and figure provided to the computer for processing. So it's depend on your task. Suppose you are going to find addition of two numbers, subtraction of two numbers, then number will be the data. Number and symbol will be your data. Suppose you are going to write the letter and all, then you need to give text. Okay, you need to give text, so that text will be your data. As you can see on the screen, these are text only. Okay, so it's depend on your work, on your task. According to that, data will change. Then processing, it means working on given data as per our requirement. It means working on given data as per our requirement. So whatever input user will give, according to that computer will do the process. Okay. Then information, or we can say result. The result obtained after processing of data is known as information. After processing of data is known as information. Okay. It is end product of the processing. It is end product of the processing. Example, just now we have seen the washing machine one. The washed clothes is end product of the washing machine, we can say. Okay. So that is only mentioned here. It is end product of the processing, or the result obtained after processing of data is known as information. Okay. Now fundamental operation of a computer, or we can say basic operation of computer. Okay. So first we have input output operation. Input output operation. Okay. So we can say without input output we cannot run the computer. Okay. For any task we need input. For any task we need input. Suppose you want to play the game, for that also you need input. Okay. Instruction you need to give to the computer, then only you will be able to play. Okay. If you want to listen the music, then also you supposed to give the instruction to computer to play the music. Okay. So for every task we need to give instruction to the computer. That's why this input output operation is very important. So this is fundamental task of a computer, to accept data and instruction and give meaningful result. And this can be done using mouse, keyboard, monitor. With the help of mouse and keyboard we can give instruction to the computer, we can give input to the computer, and with the help of this monitor we can get the output, or we can see the output. Okay, understood? So this is what this is input output operation, and this is very important. Now mathematical operation. What are the mathematical operation we can do in computer? About that we'll discuss. A computer is able to perform all types of mathematical operation like addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, etc. Okay. So here you can see the chart. This is number 1, number 2 mathematical operation, and result if A is equal to 10 and B is equal to 5. When you write the program in further classes, you need to take the variable. So here we have taken the variable to find addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay. So here we have A, B, and the operation we have A plus B, and value you can see here A is equal to 10, B is equal to 5. When we add, we'll get 15. This is the result. Okay. Same way here also we have A and B, and the operation we have A minus B. So when we subtract 5 minus 10, we'll get 50. Now here you can see A, B, A asterisk B. The meaning of this symbol is multiplication only. Okay. But we write in computer this sign. We write this sign in computer. Okay. Asterisk. This is asterisk, not multiplication sign. Okay. We have to use this sign when we have to find out the multiplication of two number in computer. Okay. So this is the symbol to find multiplication. Clear to you? So when we multiply, we'll get 50. This is asterisk. Okay. Now here also we have A, B. Now here we have to find out the quotient. Okay. So this is the operation. Now when we divide 10 by 2, we'll get 2. Okay. So this is mathematical operation, and by this way we can find out the result. Okay. So children, today whatever I have discussed with you, I hope each and everything is clear to you. Thank you.